yangu iko na grill, nitachukua hiyo potato. Any person who is feeling people is supposed to just actually have weaknesses.
The club is called Quikin Launch. Is in Kiambu town, and he called me and said, my son, in Kikuyu we call him my son, but he's actually my brother's son, my younger brother's son, has been shot. And so I went there, and true, he was there. I found him lying down. So the police had arrived, allowed to go and see the footages of what happened. And it's so sad because I could see Anthony. He was standing across the road from the back entrance of the club, and we could see there was some sort of a commotion now right at the entrance of the back of the club, but he was across the road facing away from the entrance of the club, and there was an altercation of guys who looked like they were fighting, or there was a commotion and stuff like that. And suddenly Anthony fell. Unfortunately, CCTV footages don't have sound, so all you do is you are seeing only pictures. So Anthony falls down, face down, and he lies there still. So the officers were trying to go backwards and trying to zoom in at the guys who had this altercation and try to figure out who has done what. If it was a gunshot, who did it? Point, the guys you saw here are DCI from the head office who has informed us that they've taken over the case. So actually, what they are telling us, they just got the file today from Kiambu, so they are like starting now. Yes, we heard that we had some suspects who had been arrested from the DCI Kiambu, who we are going to be arraigned today in court, as you have rightfully confirmed. But and they are telling us they are still investigating. We don't have much information from there.
Maybe you can share your memories about Anthony.
Oh,
What he used to do, the kind of person he was.
He was a jolly young man, very full of life. Having started working properly less than a year ago, married with a 2.5-year-old boy and another one on the way. I would say he was at the peak of his life. Gotten a good job. He's an electrical engineer with the American Embassy. And his friends and his brothers and his relatives will tell you, a jolly young man, very generous to the core. And the memory I remember of this boy is his smile. Okay, you saw that picture. That is him, always smiling. And unfortunately, his life has been cut short by, we don't know for what reason. We don't know whether it was by design. We don't know why. To believe is that God knows everything. We may not know, but somebody up there knows. And in Kikuyu, we believe that you cannot shed human blood in vain. Never. You will pay for it. Whoever did it, God knows. So we leave everything to God and hope that this thing will be resolved.
We would want to report about a shooting incident that took place yesterday morning at around 2:30 Sunday morning, and this took place at a club called Quikin Lodge that is in Kiambu town. Tragically, a 36-year-old man was fatally shot and is now deceased. It's a tragic incident, particularly to the family and the friends, because this is a very dangerous death. This is something that could have been avoided. Basically what we are getting is that there was a scuffle right outside the club. And as a result of this scuffle, we are not sure exactly what caused it. A shot is said to have rung out, and as a result of that, we've lost a very young man, who is already now confirmed deceased. Some 3 individuals are in custody, and we can confirm that amongst the 3 individuals, all male is a police officer, a serving police officer. Further to that, we can confirm that a firearm has also been retrieved from the officer. It is suspected that this firearm could have fired the fatal shot, but this is something again that is under investigation. This is not something that we can confirm for now. Additionally, we would also want to say that the matter has properly been taken over by the investigating agencies. We have the homicide team from the DCI headquarters who are properly briefed and in control of these investigations. Important to notice that one, we are talking about Amanda. This is a homicide, and when it comes to investigations regarding such murders, the investigating agencies would require a little bit more time, so that what is eventually presented before court is watertight, is credible, and it meets the threshold of not just the investigations but evidential value. So for the officers to ask for this extra time is basically to ensure that the right thing gets done. We've previously been accused of doing short investigations. Our cases get acquitted or discharged in court. And these are areas that we've been very, very careful to ensure that they don't happen. So by asking for these days, we want to do something awesome, something thorough, and that is the intention, and is for the purpose of attaining justice.
It's our humble prayer to this Lord that in the event the investigation officer is present in court, you can see what is part of what requires to be done. Registration number, KDK, present in court. So that it doesn't waste away anything.
There will be no justification to continue holding the second respondent, and the invitation by the IO to hold the second respondent for 21 days is an invitation to this court to extinguish his rights as envisaged and guaranteed by the Constitution. Respondent be released on bail bond terms, and if the court deems it fit to grant the application by the IO or the state, then we will be of the opinion that at least 2 days will be enough for the state, and we have the commitment of the second respondent to cooperate with the investigation and with the investigative agencies. We pray that the application be dismissed and the second respondent be released on bail bond terms.
That will be one of the reasons why the incarceration. But in the circumstances, the one as a crime, how would you
What I'm going to say is that I've not recorded any statement so far. What I've done is the party of the second respondent who was at the scene, who are at the scene is the ones I've recorded to know what they were doing with the second respondent. There are other witnesses which I've not recorded. I've not, because there was time limit. I've arrested the second respondent yesterday. I had no time to go and search his house.
You do not have a right of response until you're done. So you can only respond to what they have stated before.
So I've said, I won't diverge so much in terms of the second respondent. So much the second respondent. Your Honor should not be.
Any response with regards to the first respondent?
The first has not objected that he is not supposed to be in.
The gravity of the offense, the nature of the investigations that are conducted with reference to this nature of offense, I exercise my discretion and allow the application. However, I direct that the respondent shall only be detained for 10 days, during which period the IO should proceed and conduct his investigations. The matter shall be mentioned after the 10 days. Yes? Yes? Yes.